In here, their concept is basically like we're all the same level. Let's be friends. We just have different job desks. Like I'm the teacher, I teach you. You're the student, you're learning. But other than that, we're in the same level. Pretty sure their concept is like that. Yeah.
Which it can be kind of weird sometimes. It's like you're just
not used to it. Yeah.
And even
especially those. It's hard because that means you have to remember your teacher's name all the time.
Oh yes.
Because in Indo, like if you don't remember your teacher's names, like Miss.
Bu.
Hi everything.
Welcome back to podcast
Kami,
aka podcast Kisah,
Anak, Monash, Indonesia.
Yup. So welcome back to episode 2 where we're going to be talking about first year struggles. Hari ini kita mau
Ngobrol receh. I'm
Yeah.
Jesilyn.
I'm Naila.
And hari ini kita kedatangan guest star. Seperti yang kalian bisa lihat, ada muka yang agak baru.
agak baru.
Yang baru. So do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. So di sini harus hi everything ya.
Yeah.
Hi everything.
We don't know. Hi everyone ya. With the emoji.
Everything. So ya, nama gue Gabriela Fannia, biasanya dipanggil Fannia, dan di sini in Melbourne I've been here for like 2 years, almost 3 years, going to my 3rd year. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So the reason why she's here is because kan kita mau ngomong tentang first year struggles nih. Si Jody, our third host, yang kapan hari ada di episode 1 and you know our introduction episode.
Apparently dia nggak first year di Australia, so ya karena
Can't relate.
Ya, can't relate. Jadi topik kali ini soalnya kita mau bahas tentang yang first year-nya di Australia gitu.
So we found a more fitting person, aka
Fannia here. Oh by the way, if you guys notice agak upgrade ya ininya.
Oh iya.
Last week kita pakai kertas ya kan, sekarang kita pakai iPad nih.
Gelasnya juga
investment.
Ya budgetnya naik.
Kalian promosi if you guys would like to invest in us.
Iya, kamu kalau mau sponsor boleh itu hit up di email yang di bawah atau apapun yang ada di bawah.
And also buy our merch when it comes out supaya we have more budgeting. Okay. Anyways, before kita melenceng lebih jauh, do you want to provide more background about like how did you get here, belajar apa, and like how did you manage to come to Australia?
Yep, I've always wanted to study in Australia sebenarnya sejak kecil, so that was already part of the plan, I guess. But I think one thing that's different, kayak kebanyakan orang di sini kayak when here pas udah, so they did not finish like high school, then they moved here and to college gitu. You guys?
High school. I'm a high school dropout.
She's a dropout.
High school dropout. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not a high school dropout. I finished like SMA equivalent in Indo and like came here. So when I came here, I was already a first year uni student. So that was not like a normal thing. I think a lot of people went here like in college, which is like pretty cool as well. You guys came here earlier than I did, but we're like at the same age. I came in like 2019. I was here like early 2019. Yeah.
I came earlier.
I came here
Yeah, like a semester earlier, right? Yeah, pretty sure.
What about you?
Kalau aku, so as I said, I'm a high school dropout.
And proud.
And I'm very proud. So I don't have a high school diploma ya guys. Jadi pertamanya I've always wanted to study abroad, tapi my mom wouldn't let me come to Australia because it was too far. She wanted Singapore and like it didn't fit with like my career plans gitu. Terus akhirnya I sudah rela mau sekolah di Indo kan, and then which is why I didn't take kayak AS levels even though I took IGCSE, which is kayak Cambridge, right? IB, IGCSE, yeah.
Oh yeah, I took IB.
Yeah.
They're like sisters.
Yeah, so I didn't do A levels. That's why I couldn't come here like, you know, langsung.
Yeah.
So I dropped out when I was in year 12. Terus I did foundation year for a year di sini, and then I started uni. What about you?
Me? Yeah. I graduated high school with a ijazah. Not a dropout. Okay.
Disclaimer, not a dropout.
Weird flex, okay.
Yeah. So apparently dari awal juga sih. No, actually nggak dari awal. Cause actually I plan to go to university in Jakarta juga ke Prasmo kan. Tapi ya one way or another my dad kind of persuaded me to come here. So yeah, here I am. Soalnya katanya Jakarta is too bustling for me, and then I'm like the last minute type of person. Jadi otomatis kalau di Jakarta bakal ngebut gitu kan. So it's like not that safe for me. So yeah, that's why I'm here.
Okay, so how was your application process?
It was, it took a long, so by the way, because I graduated in Indo, you end the year, your school year in like mid-year, like June, July, May. So tapi my intake here was like February the next year. So yes, I had a semester gap.
That makes sense.
A sem gap, so is that like, I used that like 6 months to like prepare my plans, like going here, cause it was a lot of things to prepare, honestly. And I'm the first person in my family who, studies abroad. So like probably my parents have no idea what I'm doing as well. So that requires a lot of research. But long story short, I did like use an agent kind of thing in Indo. It's a thing, right? In Indo? I mean, it really helps you, and
you don't have to worry about
it. It's like life hacks.
You don't have to worry.
I want to go to this school, and then this is my report card and everything. Then you're here.
What happened? No, but like I agree. People like. If you use an agent, you literally do nothing. You're not gonna learn the process. Like I disagree. I did learn about the process. Like I keep asking. If you're active with your like agent, like keep asking like, so what's this form for? What is that document for? What do I need? You kind of learn something at in the process as well, So that was really really helpful.
Okay, so did you have any expectations before coming to Australia? Kayak gimana sih kira-kira nanti sekolah abroad? Kayak pasti semua orang kayak punya expectations lah ya.
Kayak the dream life you wish you have.
Exactly. Like what I said before, I was like the first person in my family who actually legit went outside to abroad. Like I do have cousins like who study abroad, but never in the like Western countries. Always like Singapore, like Taiwan, China, Hong Kong, or something like that.
Like masih within Asia.
Yeah, within Asia, and like Australia is like a whole different like countries, like so Western and like pokoknya beda sendiri. So it's like yes, I do have expectations, but not really as well, cause like I'm so lost. Like I don't know how it's gonna be like. So there's that, but. Expectation honestly. I mean, I think we're influenced with so much like pop culture and stuff. So you kind of think like, probably studying abroad would be as cool as those movies.
Agree.
Like
aku nggak tahu ya, mulai dari dulu kayak I always read kayak Western books. And then like you
so
watch Western movies, right?
Yang high school, college gitu. Yang kayak biasanya college gitu, where you hang out at school and then you dress up very nicely, and terus pas jalan, hey, oh my god.
See, we consume the same kind of.
But I mean, it also kayak I think since I don't know about you guys, tapi kayak I had a few kayak internet friends yang kayak from I don't know either America atau gimana, so like you kind of know the type of people yang kayak di luar sama Amerika, and I was so excited to finally come to a country where kayak they're more open-minded, I guess. You know what I mean? You have more freedom.
Exactly.
And although it can be intimidating since you're going to a brand new country all by yourself.
It's not like only it's different when you like just move school. You're still in the same city. You can still meet your old friends, but this is like a whole new country. You're not bringing your friends with you. So
especially if you come alone.
There's
some people. I mean, like they come with their friends and everything. If you come alone, it's a whole different story, man.
Sebenarnya kayak there's a lot of orang Surabaya. So I'm from Surabaya kan. Kalau if you've been to Melbourne, you know di sini banyak kayak orang Jakarta, orang Surabaya banyak banget sebenarnya. Tapi all of my friends went to Melbourne Uni, like Trinity College, and so I was the only one in Monash, and I was like, cool.
Still alone.
Because even if like they're in the same city, kayak akhirnya kan they have their own friend groups juga gimana gitu kan. So it's like it's not like you stick with your old friends. You have to make your new friends. So there was that. Tapi so
I think I felt the same because I'm from Bandung, so that's like a way smaller city. Like there's a lot of Jakarta people here, a lot of like Surabaya people here, but Bandung not that much kind of thing. So when I came I was like really alone, like really alone. Like I had like what? It was just it was pretty.
I can totally relate to that, because like I'm from not even worse lah, like I'm from Tanjung Pinang. It's like more like a Sumatra city in Sumatra gitu. Like that's like even I don't have friends here, like literally no one. Kalau misalnya Bandung kan biasanya at least they're mutual, mutual bisa kayak saling kenal.
Yeah.
Like same goes to Jakarta and then Surabaya.
Surabaya.
Me, oh my god, honey. Who are you? Oh, you're new. I've never seen your face before. Begitu.
Yeah.
And I think what I realized itu kayak, okay, we'll touch on this again later, kayak delve deep into the details. Tapi since you came langsung uni,
Yeah.
I think your experience with making friends is different compared to me and Jess.
Definitely.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we did like foundation year and like diploma.
Biasa karena itu juga lingkungannya kan lebih kecil kan
Yeah.
ya. And then obviously it's easier to meet people.
Especially
unlike
like
me.
school.
Yeah, and
People just
everyone's
go to school.
juga international
Yeah.
students,
Yeah.
so it's like
True.
it's like easier. You know, they're all also like brand new here, like they don't have friends either, so they're like juga lebih kayak easy
Pretty
to
much on the
approach.
same-
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they're on the
I get
same
it.
boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Whereas kayak you and uni, like uni is whack.
it. Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Iya.
Yeah.
Terus kamu pas datang ada kayak culture shock gitu-gitu.
Definitely, yeah. Like again, I came here alone and I'm studying art, so I'm studying Bachelor of Media Communications, right? That's under the Faculty of
Yeah.
Arts, and as you know, arts tuh banyak banget orang locals mostly, and like yeah.
True.
Kalau if you study business, probably you meet a lot of Asians, yeah, right? There's a lot of kayak lumayan banyak lah. There are probably a lot of international
Yeah.
students
Yeah.
in like the business faculty or something.
Yeah.
But in the arts, there's mostly like in a class, it will be just like only 3 or 4.
A lot of
us
locals.
Yeah, it's mostly locals because they love art and
And then I think
expressing.
Yeah.
I think that also
Yeah.
depends on the unit or the
Yeah,
degree you're
definitely.
taking.
Yeah. But most of my units are like art units anyways,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
kind of related to
Yeah.
that. So yeah, it was kind of a shock being back in my school in Indo, I was not the minority because it's like mostly people like me kind of thing. I mean, Indo kids,
Yeah.
something like that, right? And like yeah, but in here, like suddenly you're just like alone. and
No
stuff.
one.
So yeah, it's like no one like me. So yeah, no one had the similar background as I do. So that was pretty like, whoa, what's happening? So you tend to like just become like so quiet in that class at first. I think I think people have culture shocks differently. Some people become like stressed out, or some people would like just run away, I guess. Everyone experience different kind of culture shock, but me, I tend to like, cause honestly I'm not a really quiet person. Like in class when I was in high school, I was like, damn, shut up, man.
I relate because I'm
Yeah.
okay. So I'm like, I would say now I'm like more of an ambivert. Like
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
meeting people, and I love meeting new people and making friends. Tapi kayak back home, I used to be such an extrovert.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
I feel
so
that too.
easy to be bubbly and to approach people.
It was easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that too. So I was like really quiet in classes, in my units and classes here. So I found that like weird, even for myself.
Yeah.
Like, why are you quiet? Kind of
Yeah,
thing. But yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I
No,
was
no.
just like trying to
Okay.
say, kayak I feel like, I don't know if you feel the same, tapi orang sini, I feel like they're slightly intimidating because like they're all so bubbly.
are.
They're so
Yeah.
bubbly to the point it's kind of
Exactly.
intimidating, right?
Sampai kayak,
Yeah.
I thought I was bubbly, but then I look at them and I'm like,
Yes,
turns out I'm not.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like
Yeah.
also, to be honest, I'm like an extrovert person before I come here. Tapi
Yeah.
maybe like because of me adapting and everything, coming to a new environment, and begitu, I become an introvert, And I think it's also because of the adapting
Yeah,
process.
I'm more
sih.
introverted than kayak dulu di Indo.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's just overwhelming, I guess,
Yeah.
because they keep on like randomly talking to us and like comparing to them, kita lumayan kayak jutek gitu, right?
Yeah.
Daripada mereka.
Yeah, I
gitu.
feel like I'm
So,
not
yeah.
cool enough. You
Yeah,
know what I
exactly,
mean. I
yeah.
think that's why I'm
It's
scared
always
of
that
them.
pressure is always there, and
Yeah.
I mean I'm almost in my 3rd year and I still feel that way sometimes. But yeah, you just gotta learn, learn to.
Yeah,
let that go.
don't worry,
Yeah.
because like I'm also going into my 3rd year, right?
Yeah.
And with me, kayak honestly, I'm around the same people more than the first year, because
Yeah.
like that's just how my faculty works, right? So
Yeah.
in med, it's kind of like high school, which I'm pretty lucky. It's easier to make friends, kayak it's not as individualistic, you know.
Yeah.
Tapi kayak even then aja kayak I'm still intimidated by these people. I'm like, even after I become friends with them, I tell them, right, oh my god, you guys, you have no idea. Like I used to be so scared of you. I wanted to be friends with you so bad because you guys look so cool. Tapi kayak nggak bisa, you know.
Yeah.
There's just something yang kayak blocking you,
Barrier,
like
yeah.
barrier,
Something you don't kind of
So like more about culture shock. like we're just gonna elaborate a bit more
Sure,
about
yep.
this supaya kayak viewers yang maybe kayak are planning to come to Australia, planning to come to Melbourne/Monash,
We hope so.
have like has an idea
Yeah.
of what it's
Yeah.
gonna be like. Supaya kayak maybe it's not as shocking atau kayak you know, and like just so you know the layout of today's episode. So we're first gonna touch on the struggles gitu, and then nanti don't worry, we'll try to like tell you our tips gitu on how to
we
handle
overcome
it. Yeah, and don't worry, it's not all bad. There are a lot of pros to it juga, which we'll touch on the very last bit of our episode. Supaya you know we end on a good note.
Yes,
ya kan?
we end on a positive note.
yeah. Okay, so about culture shock, I would say, so we've talked about making friends is hard, right? Because kayak gitulah ya. And then di sini people don't call their teachers by like
how we address people actually, not only teacher,
even
just
older
people in general.
Yeah.
Soalnya kayak kita kan biasa kalau di Indo kan panggilnya Miss, Sir,
Yeah.
Mister,
Madam,
lah,
Mrs,
Pak, Bu, apa kek ya gitu
Yeah.
kan. Kalau datang sampai sini ya we just call them by their first name gitu.
Yeah, either their
Sometimes
first name
last
atau
name.
prof something gitu
I think
kan.
people here have a different concept than Indo. Like in Indo, it's such like we have different levels, kind of
Kita
thing.
kayak
So you
ada
have to adjust it that way. Hierarchy.
Yeah,
that's the word.
I think di Indo
Yeah,
kayak if
in
you
here,
don't address them
yeah,
kayak
it's
there's not
disrespectful,
respectful.
right? In here, their concept is basically like we're all
All
the same
the same.
level. Let's be friends. We just have
Yeah.
different job desks. Like I'm the teacher, I teach you. You're the student, you're
Yeah.
learning. But other than that, we're in the same level. Pretty sure their concept is like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Which it can be kind of weird sometimes.
It
It's
is.
like you
We're
just
not
have
used to
orang.
it, yeah.
And even
Especially
And
those.
it's hard because that means you have to remember your teacher's name all the time.
Oh yes.
Because in Indo, like if you don't remember your teacher's names, like Miss,
Bu,
Bu,
you don't have to remember their name, right? In here, you have to remember their name. So like, damn.
But then to be honest, sometimes I feel kind of weird because like you know some teacher looks kind of old.
Yeah, so you don't. Yeah, obviously, I'm not used to it as well.
Yeah,
It's
when
like-
I first came here, to be honest, I can't get used to it.
I was
Yeah.
I was fine with calling kayak orang bule sama kayak yang orang sini by their
Yeah.
names, but the hardest part for me is like meeting other Indos yang older than you.
Ah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
for example, kayak sebenarnya kayak Jody, he's older than us,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
We
yeah.
call him Jody. Kalau di Indo, go.
Kak Jody, Kak Jod,
Okay.
Kak.
Yeah,
Nah, to be
yeah.
honest, kalau sekarang misalnya kita di Indo suruh aku panggil Jody, Kak. I
No,
don't think I
thank
can
you.
do
I'm
that.
sorry,
to be honest.
Jod.
I'm sorry, Jod.
He's behind the camera. FYI.
You're wondering.
Tapi yeah, cause like okay, so for example, right, my friend yang kayak sama jurusan kayak my classmate, she's older than me, but obviously I don't call her J, right? Because
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
no,
You're not even blood related to me. Why do I have to call you Jay?
but I her sister who's also in the same course. Kayak when I see her, kayak the first time I met her was as my friend's sister, as my friend's older sister. So I call her T kan,
Definitely,
like
yeah.
out of respect. But then I feel weird now because like I like do I really want to call her T?
Or do
Because
I
like
call you by your name?
yeah, because obviously I can't call her T in front of other people. Kayak if we have
Yeah.
like organizational meetings atau apa, I
Yeah.
can't call her T, and everyone would just look at me like, well, that's not her name. I'm like, yeah, so I call her by her name, right? Terus now I'm in this like weird in between
Yeah,
lingo.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
do I call
yeah.
her by her name or do I address her by T? You know?
To be honest, I feel that too. And then especially when you go back to Indo, yeah, now that you're so used to calling people by their first name, and then when you go back to Indo, you have to like,
Shift kind of
yeah,
thing,
shift
right?
and then
Yeah.
start to, adjust to everything again, and then calling people Chi, Ka, or whatever. I'm like, oh my god, I'm not used to this.
Yeah.
It feels
Honestly,
weird,
yeah.
gitu.
It's really hard shifting back, kind of.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. It's not just teachers. Like mine is actually like the hardest one is among other Indos.
I'm on there. Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
It's so weird. Like yeah, and then kayak when you go home kayak sebenarnya kalau dipikir-pikir kayak yeah, they're older than me. I should have like addressed them by like something else, you know.
Yeah.
Tapi kayak ew, like I've not just towards them kayak I hate being called kayak C atau
It
Ka
makes you
atau
feel
gimana.
older, no?
Yeah, because actually right, my younger brother doesn't call me Ci. Like he calls me by my
really?
name. Mulai dari
Yeah,
dulu
that's
ya.
fine.
Yeah. So like it feels so weird. I don't know. Yeah, that's okay. That's besides the point. But yeah, there you go.
Okay, yeah. Okay, apalagi ya. I feel like language. language. Di sini
Yeah.
juga itu kayak apalagi kan Australia like their slangs are like so different compared to like
they abbreviate every single
Everything.
word.
They're like, are they that lazy? They have to shorten everything up.
umbrella, brolly. And then at first I
just
thought it's
knew
like
that
broccoli.
one. I just knew that one, bro.
I knew that one. Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
And then
Yeah.
mosquito, MOZZIE.
MOZZIE, they make it cute actually.
Okay, MOZZIE, is it mozzarella cheese or is it mosquito?
Which one's your
Itu nyamuk atau
Which one?
Yeah.
What do you want to put in your pizza? MOZZIE. It's like,
Why would you want mosquito on your pizza?
Yeah, but like the slang and the abbreviations is pretty hard, like, cause like sometimes they don't realize that you don't understand. Because they just
Oh,
say
yeah.
it and then you're like,
they say it really quickly sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
And their accent just
Yeah.
accent.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Why am I going to Philippines accent?
I love the Australian accent, but
Mhm.
I do know like it can be pretty hard to understand.
it's a pain.
Apalagi if they talk fast gitu, kayak it can be hard to understand.
Yeah.
And belum lagi if you guys ketemu kayak orang yang maybe more from rural areas.
Oh yeah, it's so thick. Their accent is so thick.
Apalagi yang orangnya
Yeah.
udah agak berumur.
Oh
my god.
Oh my god.
I have a hard
Yeah,
time
slow
conversing with them,
down.
man.
Yeah. And like I would say like I'm pretty fluent. Kayak maksudnya nonton movies biasanya no
Understand,
difficulties.
yeah.
Tapi kayak kalau udah ketemu an elderly,
Yeeks.
terus kayak a bit more kayak memang with a thicker accent, aku kadang-kadang I'm like, what did you just say, sir? Can you please repeat what you just said?
Yeah, it's so
Yeah, I have to like say sorry, like
A lot of
pardon. A lot of
times,
times
yeah.
you have him repeat, and yeah, I
Yeah.
feel bad. But then like, yeah, I just have a hard time understanding
Yeah.
gitu.
Oh, dan kosakata mereka beda nggak sih? Kayak maksudnya di sini they say words that like Americans don't really
Oh,
say.
yeah,
Kayak
yeah,
maksudnya
yeah.
kayak for example reckon, like everyone says reckon all the time. Like now
Yeah.
I say it a lot too.
Yeah, me too.
Tapi kayak pertamanya I was like apaan sih kok ngomong reckon kayak kalau orang Amerika kan nggak
I
pernah
will
ngomong.
say,
yeah.
I would recommend. Say
Yeah.
or recommend. Gitu. At first, I was like, huh? What? Reckon? Why would you use that in a word?
Yeah, cause like I usually.
I just remember that. That's a word I know here, you know.
Because
Not
I
from,
always
like-
say I think,
Yeah.
not I reckon.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I think we're more exposed to kayak obviously American.
Especially
Our pop
Indo.
culture, in Indo, we're much more influenced in American kind of
Yeah.
English.
So that was weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird.
Oh, this is not this is just like a little extra. So I work in this like brunch place, right, in South Sierra. So I experience a lot of people coming in, customers from different ages, old people and people from rural area, and they're like, yeah, it's so hard to legit understand them. I
Yeah.
get the orders mixed up sometimes because I just don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. And then even when they say
Yeah.
thank you, they say ta. And
No, I think ta doesn't mean thank you. I think it's like cheers.
Oh, is it like
It's like
bye-bye,
ta.
like
No,
bye? I thought it
cheers,
was
like cheers. Like if I was like serving someone, like here's your
Ah.
food, and they're like ta. So it's like cheers kind of thing.
But cheers is also thank you sometimes. Like cheers,
Yeah,
is like,
true.
cheers.
But it's not legit thank you. You just say
Yeah.
that as an expression. It just comes out. Like,
yeah. And I
Yeah,
think it's
yeah.
so cool. I'm
Thank
like,
you. It is- oh.
I
Thank you.
like that.
Oh, our
That is thank you, right?
thank
Ta.
Thank you.
oh.
There you go.
You got your answer, guys. You got your answer.
Thank
If
you.
you're
Yeah.
wondering who is speaking, it's our camera
Cameraman.
director.
Yeah, camera director. He's
Yeah.
Our
behind there
director,
as
our
well.
cameraman, the
You wanna
multi-talented.
come up for a bit? Come on.
Our multi-talented.
So yeah, go back now. Go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I just
so-
knew about that. Ta means thank you. I hear that.
That's
all
what
the
I've
time.
always thought it meant. Cause
Yeah.
like kayak itu masih lumayan kelihatan, tapi pertamanya yang I was so confused about
I
was
was so confused. as well.
arvo.
Yeah.
Arvo tuh I thought avocado dong.
Yeah, bener. At first, I thought it's also avocado. Turns out it's afternoon.
Arvo is afternoon. Avo
Yeah.
is just avo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Avo
It's
and
the same.
arvo.
It's the same. It's the same. It sounds the same to us. Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
At first, I was like, what is arvo? Kayak, why do people say kayak arvo? And I'm like,
That sudden realization.
yeah. So there's a lot of kayak language, but all of this will obviously kayak die down as you spend more time here. Like you meet.
You're slowly getting used to it.
you get used to it
Yeah,
lah.
yeah.
Kayak there's not really a way out of this. except
you're
for
stuck
kayak,
here.
yeah, except for the fact that like you just have to go through it. Kayak it's just time. And kayak don't be embarrassed if you don't understand or if you miss something. You just say kayak, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't understand that. Kayak you're an international student after all.
I'm pretty sure they're pretty understanding.
Yeah.
Because like I would say it's a pretty multicultural place.
Yes,
very,
Melbourne.
very.
Melbourne.
Is-
Oh,
yeah.
I love
It's just
Melbourne.
hot.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
So,
okay if you don't understand.
We may be like the only Indo in that, for example, class community, but we're not the only international student there. So it's just like it's really friendly.
I mean, even the tutor of your unit could be international citizen as well.
Yeah.
Kayak migrated here.
Yeah.
Migrated,
So that's why
so
they will be more understanding if you don't understand.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of more culture shock, I think the thing that I hate the most is turn it in. You know, like plagiarism, collusion, whatever lah. Kayak apalagi dari high school. High school SMA Indo loh ya. Okay, so like misalnya di SMA, you kalau kerja tugas copy paste okay lah, whatever, right?
They don't care, man. They don't even have the
Right?
machine to check it.
Nah, di sini every time you do an assignment, you have to put it through this thing called Turnitin, which is like a program where you upload it and then they run through your assignment to see if there are kayak any similarities gitu loh. Kayak kalau misalnya ada certain paragraphs, certain sentences yang sama in other people's work, then that's plagiarism, which is illegal.
Yes. The higher the percentage, the more.
Yeah.
You guys used Turnitin in college as well?
Yes.
No, we used it.
We used.
used
Tapi
it,
I was
actually.
just saying kayak dibandingin di Indo.
Yeah. I was not really shocked about that. This is the thing that is different from me probably. Cause like when I was in high school, I did the IB, which is the International Baccalaureate program. So even then, I was told that plagiarism is like illegal, it's not good, so don't do it. So I'm pretty used to like not copy pasting and I'm like forced to not do that. And when I know Turnitin from Monash as well, from university, I just think it's much more like much more like high tech thing to check our plagiarism. So I was not really surprised about that.
But did you have to do like citations and reference lists?
Yeah, I did.
In IB?
Yeah. IB is pretty hardcore, man. It's like hardcore.
Because I told you I did like Cambridge.
Cambridge
Tapi
does
itu
not really.
enggak. We don't
yeah,
use.
we don't.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, citations and references itu buat kayak plagiarism. So if you want to say something yang orang lain katain,
You can't just
say it. You have to kayak put the source gitu loh. And then kayak you use a references, so that way even if it's like ada kayak plagiarism countnya, technically like
You're citing
someone. So like you're acknowledging that it's not your own work.
To be honest, it's more like the whole paper is full of citation. Even like every one sentence is like citation, one sentence citation.
So basically, your real legit words only 20%.
Yeah.
And the 80 is just rephrasing kind of thing.
Kayak you're more like kayak accumulating like different
And
sources
then
jadi satu gitu.
Yeah. But anyways, I was pretty familiar with it already because in high school, like I studied it. That's why because I finished that 2 years of IB, which is like an international curriculum. So I kind of was like not as shocked in education wise. In the learning system wise, not as surprised. But still the Turnitin is a pain.
Though I do think kayak it's better for me because at least kayak even though I nggak pernah kayak use Turnitin and whatnot, at least I went to foundation year first, which was obviously way more lenient. They explained every single step. They explained the whole thing about like, why plagiarism isn't okay, why you need to cite. Pokoknya diceritain panjang lebar deh gitu loh. Whereas kayak if you were to jump straight into uni, no one tells you anything.
Definitely.
They're just like, okay, reference list, this style, blah blah blah. Tapi it's not like they tell you what is a reference list, what is citation, what are citations. Yeah, so I feel very lucky that I went to foundation year first.
Like, for me, I kan my high school di Indo ya negeri gitu kan ya, maksudnya ya nasional gitu kan. They didn't teach us about that kind of things at all. So I was very surprised when I came here. I was like, oh my god, I didn't know that's actually important gitu. Makanya I found it like a hassle to be honest at first, like when I have to cite everything.
I still find it a hassle.
Same here.
I mean, like when I first found out, oh my god, it's such a burden, you know. I mean, it is still a burden for me now.
But I'm really lucky to be doing the international curriculum in like high school. I can't imagine people who are like from a national local school in Indo and just go to uni. That's really hard. That's really hard.
My friend, I have a friend, dia begitu Terus katanya dia pas kan dia langsung masuk ke first year kan, nggak kuat.
Yeah,
Terus dia balik lagi
definitely.
ke college gitu.
So yeah, shout out to those of you who came here from a local national school in Indonesia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I do want to say, kayak, even if that was the case, kayak, where you come langsung and like you're so lost, it's okay because trust me, you're not alone. Ada orang lain yang juga ngalamin the same exact thing, and the uni knows, you know, kayak bakal ada orang yang ngalamin, and they're more than willing to help sebenarnya. But you do have to approach
ya. Soalnya di
kayak
sini
help, you have to seek for help. Like they're not just gonna offer you help, especially in uni, in foundation year atau diploma. It might be different. Like mereka
they're
lebih
still like
datangin kamu,
babying you in a way. Tapi kalau misalnya udah sampai uni, it's like all about your initiative.
Yeah, they really teach you to be independent.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
So that's really useful, not only in your school years, but for your like working years. Yeah, it becomes a habit.
Personal life and
yeah.
Which it kind of like carries on to our next like struggle, which is kayak, the teachers aren't there to baby you. You're not their kid, you know. You're supposed to figure things out by yourself. You harus proactive. Like they're only there to facilitate your learning, but you're responsible for your own learning. Jadi kayak, if you don't understand something, or if you think you need something else, you need something more, you have to do something about it.
Honestly, my idea, my concept, like my mindset about university and education really changed when I came here. Because like, you go to school not in Indo, you go to school because you have to go to school kind of thing. Here, it's like you go to school because you want to go to school. It's like you want to study. So it has to come from inside of you. That motivation has to come inside from you. So when you find the teacher, exactly. So it's like it has to be you yang mau gitu. It cannot be anyone else. Yep.
And on top of that, kayak, not only kayak can you skip easily, blah blah blah, tapi kayak you also don't have anyone there to like make you do it. You know, because like you're off on your own.
Again, it has to be from inside of you. Intrinsic stuff.
Exactly.
Internally.
But guys, don't skip class. Your parents paid so much money.
It's expensive, you know. Kalau nggak salah satu tutor is like 200. No, not 200 or 100 for arts at least. Satu tutor gitu. I counted once, but then I
counted once and it hurt my head. Like
and you stopped counting.
I tried to count it. Pokoknya mahal. Don't skip your class, okay?
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
tapi kita ngomong kayak gini, jangan kita sendiri yang nge-skip dong.
Enggak. Tobat.
2021 New Year, new me.
You know what? Dulu kayak when I was actually in uni, I barely ever skipped. Kayak hampir nggak pernah skip.
I feel bad.
Basically tutorials I never skip at all. Sama sekali nggak pernah skip. Yang pernah skip cuman kayak lectures because it's pre-recorded. Like it's recorded. Sorry.
I even go on lectures. I don't know why.
I also go to lectures. Tapi kayak
in
there are some yang kayak either train disruption atau apa, then I don't come. You know. Tapi with online school.
Yikes.
We do not talk about that.
That's too much.
Tapi I think okay, moving on.
Enough about that. Let's move on.
Being independent and alone here is weird because like you have to adult.
Oh my god.
Adult.
System kepepet adulting.
System kepepet adulting. Like I don't know it's so weird because dulu kalau di Indo I don't have to do anything at all.
Basically I just call someone, I want this, and then they'll get it done for me.
Wait, I never even made my bed.
Me too.
I don't do my laundry as well.
I don't do my laundry.
Exactly.
Kayak I don't wash dishes or anything.
Who does?
It's a privilege. Yes, thank you very much.
I was gonna
and
say,
I lost that privilege. I mean, I still do, but then.
I was gonna say yes, it's a major privilege, and I know lah semua orang di Indo kayak gitu. But I'm just saying, kayak maksudnya, I know this is the same case kayak for a lot of Indos coming to Melbourne, kayak they're used to being baby, kayak raja, kayak ratu di Indo gitu
Saya mau ini.
Terus kesini you have to do everything for yourself kan. Kayak even grocery shopping, I have never fully went like pernah dong kayak ke grocery store tapi only to pick up milk or something. Tapi kayak never an actual grocery list, you know.
Exactly.
And I like doing that, and like all di sini for the first time it's all weird. And
I think it's all about that being on. Cause same in Indo, I don't really have like a housekeeper as well. Like it's just me and my family at home. So I do chores, but there's always like my brother, like
Yeah.
teamwork.
Yeah.
There's always someone else doing that with you, like
Yeah.
can
At
back
least
you
someone's
up.
helping you.
Yeah, exactly. There's someone who backs you up at home, like when you
Yeah.
clean your, do laundry. But here, if you do not do, for example, if you don't sweep your floor, it's gonna be
Iya,
so
kotor.
dirty.
Ya udah
No
kotor.
one else
And
is
then it's
gonna do
gonna
that.
pile up.
Yeah, it's gonna pile up. That's the thing. So
and
yeah.
I wanted to say kayak if you don't know how to do something dulu kayak gampang banget tinggal teriak kayak Ma, tolong bantuin gitu lah. Kalau di sini kayak you either have to figure it out yourself kayak Google, which thank God for Google.
Shout out to Google as
Yeah,
well.
because you can't really just like know it can be embarrassing to ask someone.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like they'll just look at you kayak, are you serious? You don't know how to do that? Kayak really?
I didn't even know how to recycle. So basically here, trash bins are like different, right?
Yeah,
They're
bener.
color coded, right?
Yeah.
Like in Indo, it's just trash. It's like the same thing, right? Here, trash is like even the bin itself is color coded. So I had a hard time like, what's the difference with this and this? Like, and you gotta know which
Which is
stuff to
which,
recycle, which stuff is
I
not
googled
to
that
recycle.
once.
Exactly, I googled that as well. I was like, what? Please help me. We do not recycle in Indo. We don't.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was pretty like shocking and like that's adulting, really.
Yeah.
Another thing I also find, another shout out for Google Maps. Oh my God, otherwise, soalnya kalau di Indo kan misalnya kalau kita nggak tahu, ya privilege punya supir, iya. Tapi kalau di sini, oh my God, finding ways is so hard, man. I swear. Not to mention if you have like a very bad sense of direction, yikes.
And I was gonna say right with that, itu yang pertama I was super shocked kayak to use itu in terms of PTV ya. It's not the trains. The trains is like it kind of says where it's going, but it's the trams because the trams kayak kalau di Singapura they actually tell you each and every single stop kan. Kalau di sini the tram just says the number and the direction. Kayak maksudnya not even the direction but like the end point. Kayak end pointnya that line itu di mana. And like if you've never been in Melbourne, like you don't know.
Oh God.
Apa itu di mana? Me too. The amount of times I got on the wrong tram and baru sadar kayak setengah jam kemudian I'm like, oh,
where am I going?
And kayak
Where is this?
Yeah, I think and what makes it complicated itu sebenarnya kayak pas pertama pindah ke sini, I did not realize that the CBD itu kayak ngotak-ngotak gitu loh, kayak the blocks. Padahal sebenarnya kayak once you understand kayak it's so easy. Kayak ada leeway-nya gimana gitu. Tapi when you first move here
that's
kayak
the point of that is why Indo is like so much easy because Indo roadsnya lumayan random kan. Jadi it's easy to say, oh kalau udah lurus itu lihat pohon gede kanan misalnya or something.
Ada bangunan
you can in here if we say kayak lurus terus kanan.
Terus
basically
modalnya
everything is lurus dan kanan, right?
Modalnya mirip-mirip
because it's blocks.
Yeah.
Because all the roads are so neat,
Yeah.
right? So we don't get it.
And
We
the
need
buildings
complicated
look the same.
roads.
The buildings look the same. Like
Exactly.
when I first moved here, pas mau ke so my foundation year di Monash,
Yeah.
kan it's at Target kan di Berkeley.
Oh, yeah.
I remember trying to remember my way there. I was like, oh yeah, you pass through Bank of Melbourne, and then I realized Bank of Melbourne punya mana dong. I couldn't find my way back, and I was like, I think I'm in trouble. Terus kayak Google Maps sometimes say you kayak a way kayak actually ada jalan lebih pendek.
Yeah.
Jadi kayak ya gitulah, takes time guys. Tapi kayak you know what, my best advice kalau mau kayak gitu itu don't be scared to kayak meet new people. Kayak maksudnya even just when making friends kayak kalau diajak kayak okay, say you make friends with orang yang sudah lama di Melbourne, that's the best way for you to get to know the city because kayak then mereka ajak kamu pergi, right? Don't get on the tram, like jalan please, kayak that's how you know kayak you understand
Actually,
the
that's
road.
why you get lost a lot.
Even worse, don't Uber your
Oh
way
yes,
here.
never Uber.
Never
mahal banget.
Uber
Mahal
unless
banget
you're like udah you lost you
Kepepet
miss your
banget,
train. Other than that, no, because every places here is walkable. Okay, it's walkable.
Or
It's walkable.
PTV-able.
Yes, PTV-able. But I mean, the point is like if you take public transport or if you walk, you kind of see your atmosphere. Yeah. Unlike in Indo, you're in your car, you sleep in your car. You don't know where you're going.
You're minding your own business.
Yeah, but in here you like mau nggak mau you see where stuff is, so you kind of have a visual. You start visualizing the map in your brain, kind of thing.
You know what?
So,
Gini deh. Kalau misalnya nanti sudah bisa kesini ya kan, you guys.
Ajak kita.
Don't worry.
We're very approachable. Don't worry, we don't bite.
Slide into our DMs and we'll take you around Melbourne.
What's your IG? What's your IG?
My IG. Oh, you guys tell.
Kita udah
Oh.
dari awal.
My IG is Gabriela Fannia, Fannia.
Okay,
That's my
nanti
Fannia.
description.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, finding ways
Description.
can be hard, but thank God for Google Maps. And on top of that, guys, when you move to Melbourne, right, you have to realize that the weather here is
It's a
it's
Treatment, yeah.
yeah,
It's a pain in the
it's such a pain. Kayak, cause when we say this, we're not joking. Kayak satu hari itu bisa kayak both cold and really hot at
we
the
go
same
through
time.
4 seasons in a day,
Yeah.
guys.
Kayak one day, like literally, I'm not joking ya. I pernah pas itu summer, so it was November. When we went out, it was like 30 degrees, 30 something degrees gitu. And then we got on a tram, right? Got on a tram, satu stop, which is one block, okay? Basically one block. It dropped 10 degrees.
Within what, 3 minutes?
Yeah, no kidding. I'm not kidding.
Oh my god.
Terus kayak sempet kan, kayak habis gitu tau hail atau tau angin. Yeah, my point is kayak always check the weather every single day. Don't think kayak di sini
But
kayak.
then, even if you check it, don't trust them fully.
Tapi I would say it's a pretty good.
Yeah, I think
would
the
say it's
more
pretty
practical.
good.
I bring my umbrella everywhere.
Oh, I don't
I
use
don't
an
use
umbrella.
I do. I use an umbrella because I'm just like so scared, like whatever. I have like this very assorted small umbrella, so just put it in my bag. Like,
Aku juga ada.
that's like you want it summer, you want it winter, fall. I'll still have my umbrella. You can't
That's how I
change my
got my
mind.
trust issue.
No, I want to say right.
Yeah.
Kayak in the winter, kayak an umbrella isn't really the most useful.
Oh,
thing.
true.
Oh,
In
yeah,
the
yeah,
wind, yeah.
Because kayak honestly kayak kalau di Indo hujan you pakai angin gitu nggak apa-apa kan.
Yeah.
Kalau misalnya di sini kayak
Umbrella is
ketiup
weak. Is
umbrella-
weak. Yeah,
Ya,
yeah.
umbrellanya ketiup angin terus kayak kebalik gitu. Kayak intinya it's not good. So like my advice to you people, wear layers and bring a lot
Yeah.
of clothes kayak yang bisa layerable. Kalau misalnya if it's not you're kind of screwed.
At least bring extra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so another layer. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terus with weather, of course, with the seasons also come daylight savings.
Oh my god.
Daylight savings itu jadi
That's the
kalau
worst thing ever.
yeah, in a lot of Western countries atau kayak countries with like multiple seasons, there's this thing called daylight savings where kayak kalau misalnya
Summer dia lebih cepat sejam, kalau winter dia lebih lambat.
kayak jamnya di shift gitu in order to save more time in the sun atau enggak jelas lah. Pokoknya intinya
Ngaruh sih.
the time difference ganti-ganti and this
Yeah.
can make it hard for you to talk to your family if there's like obviously ada time difference between here and Indo
Yep.
and kayak it's kind of hard sebenarnya.
You know, I had a nightmare because of that. There was this one time I came back from Indo kan when I go back itu kan pas masih winter, so
Yep.
obviously when I came back it's like summer kan. Ya dong, ya sekitar segitu maksudnya bedanya masih 3 jam terus pas I balik 4 jam gitu kan.
Yep.
So when I go back itu kan biasanya kalau udah jam 6, jam 7 udah gelap lah ya kan. So one time when I came back from Indo itu bedanya udah 4 jam. Then I took a nap, soalnya kan capek banget kan after traveling gitu kan. I took a nap, I forgot what time was it, but then when I woke up it's still bright. So I was like, oh palingan masih sore lah ya, ya udah tidur lagi. Bangun jam 10 malam.
Oh my god. Yep.
Jam 10
Yeah,
malam.
yeah.
I was like, how am I gonna sleep tonight?
Oh, that's not a problem for me.
Why? Oh, you sleep all the time.
I literally sleep anytime. I can nap from like 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Wake up and then sleep again at 9.
Yeah.
No, cause like there's some people yang udah tidur siang nggak bisa tidur lagi
Yeah, I know.
malamnya.
My friends kayak gitu semua sih. Yeah.
Ya, jadi begitu.
I think my experience with this like daylight saving thing is it's just hard to keep up. Kayak.
Yeah.
I always forget, like I have to recheck kayak, are we in daylight saving or not? Because it's like 4 hours different if it's daylight saving, 3 hours difference from
Yeah.
Indo ya. If it's not daylight saving, so you gotta remember, always gotta calculate like, okay, +4 +3 +4 +3.
Tapi
So yeah.
At least your phone clock kayak immediately changes.
Yeah, it
kan?
changes.
You
Yeah.
don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
But you know, sometimes like obviously people in Indo don't know that we're doing daylight saving, right? Because they feel it's just the same. So sometimes even like I have to remind my parents, kayak, guys,
Really?
I'm on daylight saving right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we kind of gotta tell like our
Yeah.
families in Indo as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anyways, since kita kayak mention family, kayak
Yeah.
did you experience any like homesickness atau kangen with family or whatever?
Definitely, I think everyone does experience that. But again, everyone experience it. You don't experience that?
I don't get homesick at all.
Oh.
I don't.
Yeah.
No, but you do that
yeah,
first.
no, yeah. But I agree. A lot of people take like has homesick like differently.
Yeah.
They experience homesick very differently. Like me too. I was very close with my parents, like in Indo, right, in my family. But when I came here, I never cried because of homesick at all. Not saying that it's a bad thing, no. Again, everyone experiences it differently. But I was kind of surprised that I didn't cry because of homesickness, because I thought I was going to cry because of homesickness, you know. So I guess I don't know, because not because I'm like always busy here, but I think you just like gotta find
people
something
have
to,
different like reactions.
Definitely. And everything, any kind of homesick is definitely okay, and you will get past
it. Doesn't invalidate your
Yeah,
experience.
exactly. You will get past to that.
What about you?
Me? I cry when I'm very stressed and I really miss home. That's when I cry. But then other than that, I'm like more like sad, but like won't go to the point where I cry. But like I'm just sad.
I have
and
that. Yeah, I have that feeling as well. Like, this is not on our topic, but because of like COVID stuff this year, I did not come home for Christmas, which I always do. I always do come home for Christmas and like New Year's, right? Because we have that 3-month holiday thing for 3-4 months.
Holidays,
yeah, summer holiday. So this is the first time I did not celebrate Christmas at home. So I guess over of all my homesickness experience, that was the most. That was like the peak homesick kind of thing. But again, I did not cry or anything, or like, I didn't really feel so like depressed or something. No, but I did feel that. So this is how homesick feels like, kind of thing. But yeah.
Do you guys have any advice as to how to deal with homesickness?
You can go first. Yep.
Video calling, obviously we have technology for a reason. Yeah, so video call them often, talk to them often. The other thing, maybe I would say, find a new family here. As in like friends.
Yeah.
Take them as your family. Jadi kayak it'll keep your family when you miss them off your mind, because like it's like very,
you don't feel as lonely.
Lonely. Terus kayak it's a bit miserable, to think about that sometimes. So I suggest cari teman-teman and then make yourself busy gitu. That way then.
I think I agree. Like finding a community here that feels like your family enough, supportive and all. But for me, basically, I really just be busy. Not saying that be busy then you forget your family. No, but I feel
keep your things off your mind.
Yeah, I think the problem of people feeling homesick is they dwell too much on that sadness. Like you cannot do anything about you being alone here, kind of thing. You cannot really bring your parents here, or like, apalagi in this kind of situation, you just cannot bring your family here. So it's either you dwell on it or you move on from it and
just accept it,
face it, kind of thing. So I think people have a hard time facing it sometimes because they just dwell on that sadness. So I think for me, if you ask me a tip, really get busy, find activities here, which is a lot, explore the city, and they'll actually make you
go on road trips.
Because like I was saying, right, sebenarnya I've always been super close to my family. I spend every single day. So my family my immediate family, as in my parents and my brother, as well as my mom's parents, we all live in the same house kan. And I always spend every single night in my parents' rooms. Maksudnya I'm always with them gitu loh. And then we travel a lot together kan. Maksudnya we're a very close family. Like my parents, I wouldn't say like our relationship is like normal parents gitu. They're more like friends / sibling. Do you know what I mean? Tapi I'm not really a very emotional person, which is I don't feel emotions as strongly. Maksudnya kangen tapi so what, udah whatever, that's what I feel. I'm not saying that aku nggak kangen my family, I do kangen mereka, tapi whatever.
Different type of
but also I love Melbourne itself. Indo sorry friends. But like I only miss like my family, my friends, and like food. Tapi di sini tuh I feel like there's so many opportunities, there's a lot to do gitu loh. Every time I go home, it's not like I have anything to do. Jadi maksudnya ada pros and cons-nya lah. Maksudnya yes, I miss home, tapi at the same time I'm so privileged I can be here. Like not everyone has the opportunity to come to a different country to study.
I think it depends on your attitude in like tackling that kind of emotion and like experience kind of thing.
So I think that's very good advice. Like I call my parents every single day. That's my way of staying close to them. Terus I would say have friends, and kayak even when you're feeling down, kayak don't let it stop you from experiencing Melbourne, kayak, or experiencing whichever country you're in.
Rugi guys.
Rugi, yeah. Malah I think it will only amplify your homesickness. So I would say go out, have fun,
Live your life.
Yeah, and see what you enjoy. Find something else that you love. Yeah.
You know, if you're like bored.
Call, yeah.
We're here for you.
DMs.
But yeah, terus kayak I guess our advice for like all of these struggles tuh kayak first just time helps a lot.
Yeah.
And then kayak as for adulting, kayak tadi kita bilang ya kayak you've never paid rent, gak pernah bayar listrik, gak pernah bayar ini itu, apa ngurus semuanya sendiri. Budgeting juga kayak susah, right? But it all comes from like your own learning experience. You learn from your mistakes gitu loh. Kayak you learn from what you do. So
you learn along the way sih.
Yeah, and your friends, you can always ask your friends for advice juga. Kayak don't be scared, it's fine. If I can do it, you can do it. If we can do it, they can do it, right? Yeah, and like I guess that's like the only advice I can give for the struggles, right? Do you have anything to add? If not, then we can move to the positive side.
I think the tips will come in the positive. Yeah. We'll think about it, but yeah, we can move on.
Okay, so to like make sure that we end on a better note, ya kan? Dari tadi kita ngomong tentang struggle ini itu. We'll talk about like the good stuff, kayak the positives of like going abroad, despite all of the first year struggles. Kayak, do you want to start?
Yeah, I guess going back, it's like pretty connected to our struggles. Yeah, I think being independent is definitely one thing that I got from all of these. Like, and I know the stereotype, like Indo people say, in a Western country, isn't it much more individualistic than you know? Why are people so individualistic? And it's like it makes you feel like arrogant kind of thing.
Yeah.
But in my experience, I think being individualistic and being independent is different. Cause like individualistic is just you being not wanting to connect to you know people outside of you, people around you.
And you being ignored.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Being independent is something different. It doesn't mean you want to be alone and you work alone. No, being independent is like wanting to do something, but like your own effort kind of thing. You know, that's being independent. So yeah, I disagree when people say kayak people orang luar pasti kayak individualistic ya. It's like no, they're not individualistic, but they're independent. I think something that we're not really thought about in Indo. In Indo, they don't really teach you to be independent. They teach you to be dependent. Very, very dependent.
Here they want you to know that you can rely on yourself. You don't have to rely on other people. You can count on yourself.
Exactly.
You can do it.
Because I feel if you ace this thing called being independent, working in like with others will be as easy.
Easier.
Will be much easier because you are comfortable in working with yourself.
Yeah.
You know already anyway. So yeah, that's what I learned. That is one thing very valuable for me as I moved here. Yeah.
I would say the one thing that I love the most about here is inclusivity and the open-mindedness of the people here.
That too.
Kayak I feel like di Indo, although yes, obviously ada orang-orang yang lebih kayak open-minded and lebih terbuka. In general,
but I will feel they're not.
Yes, like in general, like the general people, the general population are not, you know, kayak they're not that open-minded. It's nice to be in a place where kayak you can kind of say whatever you want without being scared that you like someone will disagree. Di sini kayak you can have like a very productive conversation about like anything really. Yang kayak two people have like opposing opinions, tapi kayak
even they will understand where you're coming from, or
Yeah.
at least they will ask
Yeah.
where you're coming from. Cause like I feel like Indo, they claim to be open-minded.
pokoknya enggak salah ya.
Even if they do say sometimes, oh I'm open-minded, no.
Yeah.
Ngomongnya doang, but like they don't show it.
They don't really
I mean, I have to like be honest, right? Yes, it can be hard to be like actually open-minded. There are certain topics yang lebih kayak, oh my god, I can't believe it. Kayak,
I feel that too. I still have those kind of topics.
And I also obviously still have to work on it myself juga. Tapi kayak in general kayak apalagi about topics yang kayak more positive, I guess, kayak mental health, for example. Mental health is here. Di Indo it's a bit more taboo lah ya. It's a bit more taboo. It's still taboo. Terus kayak body positivity here. Oh my god, plus, right?
Kalau di
Body
Indo it's
positive.
all about like kalau cantik ya maksudnya nggak Indo lah ya social in general mereka they claim kalau misalnya cantik harus putih tinggi kurus apa segala macam but I believe that beauty
I think that's like
Eastern
the
beauty,
Eastern
I think.
standard of beauty. But di sini kayak everyone's beautiful.
Yeah, I do
Kayak-
believe everyone like beautiful in their own way and shape and everything.
Because there's a lot of different people here. Because it's like karena saking banyaknya type, they don't have a standard.
Yeah,
Because
kayak
like
tadi-
too much people, you know, too much different people
Yeah.
here. Yeah,
Which
so yeah.
is yang kayak tadi I said kayak inclusivity di sini is very good. Terus kayak it's very Melbourne is one of the most multicultural places,
definitely.
So it kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah, and I think about the open mind. I add something about the
Yeah.
open mindedness. I think I feel people think that open mindedness, like basically Indonesian something, think open mindedness is morally about people who are knowledgeable, knowing a lot of knowledge gitu. But
It's
gua
more
enggak
like
loh. It's me kayak people that are open minded,
Willing to learn.
yeah, wanting to ask stuff a lot kayak gitu.
You don't need to be
Yeah.
fully educated
Yeah.
at the start. Kayak
To go
the
with
whole
this,
point
yeah.
is to get educated. Kayak if you're
exactly.
not educated, terus kayak you just tutup kayak I don't
Yeah,
care, I'm not
yeah.
educated
I don't care.
enough.
I have my own belief, and that's what I'm gonna believe.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what
Yeah.
yours, and it's all about me.
Yeah,
Exactly.
whereas di sini it's all about learning and about growing and about like
Understanding.
growing all aspects of your life, you know, kayak tadi with body positivity, you kind of grow your own confidence and you learn to love yourself. Terus kayak about open-mindedness, you learn more about like the world and like the people, like what kinds of people.
So yeah, don't think that being open-minded is people also very smart people. No, it's people that want to learn. So I think everyone can be open-minded in that sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Terus, what about you? What else is positive about here?
I feel like there are obviously more opportunities here.
Yeah, kayak tadi I
internship,
bilang.
yeah. Because like I feel like dibandingin ya sama temen-temenku, not temen-temen lah, actually people that I see in Indo, at least on my Instagram, like I feel like mereka lebih kayak gimana ya, santai kayak as in like kan kalau di sini kita bisa lihat orang tuh kayak agak sibuk lah kerja, internship, everything
ikut
gitu.
organisasi, bla bla bla, like
Not saying that yang di Indo is bad, but it's just that I feel like coming here, I'm like more open to more opportunities. Like I can find very different experiences.
It's easier to get the opportunity juga.
Exactly. Like I wanna share something. It is not really related, but yeah, it's like a bonus kind of thing. So I feel like because I'm working now, right? I'm working as a waitress. So I cannot imagine myself working as a waitress in Indo because people will think that it's so low, what are you doing, kind of thing, right? So if you work in Indo, you would work something like, you know, already an internship or something, right? But in here, me working in waitress, I don't feel bad at all. It's a cool thing. I work in a brunch place. It's so cool. Like, you know, yeah. So that's what I think. What I get from being, you know, here we have more opportunities in a way that, yeah, it's true. We have more opportunities because we can do anything we want, and people will not think anything we'll do is worth it, is valuable.
Yeah, di
you
sini
know?
tuh kayak you do
Anything?
you, kayak people mind their own
exactly.
business.
Yeah.
Soalnya I feel like like you said just now kayak if you work as a waiter, people think of you so lowly.
In
I don't
Indo,
think,
yeah.
I mean, I very disagree with that idea. I mean, I respect those people yang benar-benar harus langsung come in contact with sama orang lain gitu, apalagi kayak pekerja bangunan itu itu agak off topic sih kalau misalnya aku lanjutin. Cuman kalau pekerja bangunan di Indo kan rendah banget ya kayaknya status sosialnya gitu kan.
It's like
kayak you mean the stigma,
the stigma,
Padahal I respect them so much loh, kayak they
In
have
here,
to sweat,
it's
and then the risk of working is like so
it's dangerous.
In here, even every kind of, that's why here every kind of occupation,
You
it's
don't
like
look
white
down on
collar,
anyone.
you don't look. That is why it's more opportunities here.
Yes.
So because you can be anything you
want.
Be.
Yeah.
It's basically that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and on top of that, I would say kayak when I say kayak there's more opportunities to network and like meet like-minded people itu because kayak di sini memang ada banyak organisasi yang you can easily access, kayak you can easily meet people, you can easily kayak join things, kayak even like something as simple as like a Facebook group, right? Kayak maksudnya it's actually ngeluarin something. And the opportunities itu juga kayak opportunities to have fun, not gonna lie. Ya
Yeah.
kan?
I thought you were gonna say something different, but okay.
Enggak, maksudnya kayak we have so much to do di sini, kayak mau
Yeah.
pergi kemana-mana itu gampang.
The activities are like unlimited, like
Yeah.
even the randomest things,
Yeah,
like
true.
it's just so weird.
And also kayak di sini I think it's like one of the last bits that I have, but like di sini the inclusivity itu including kayak di sini people are more apa ya, kayak they don't judge, they're less judgmental about everything. Kayak first of all, people di sini gak sexist, there's more equality, and then kayak
Yes, oh my god, I love it.
yeah, and then kayak with mental health, like if you're going through something, like everyone is going through something, they don't care, right?
Yeah.
They're there to help you.
They'll understand you.
And last but not least, itu kayak they don't look down on people with disabilities, which is
oh my god,
which is
oh
very
my god, I
important.
respect them so much, man.
Respect that. Yeah.
Which is important because like why would you look down on people with
They're
disabilities?
same with you.
If anything, they're
yeah.
really strong for being able to do what you can
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
with like everything, you know? Yeah, so
Malah mereka lebih keren kali.
yeah.
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 That's why in here we see a lot of people like being in like wheelchairs, for example. It's really like normal because they really can live like a normal life. Not saying that they're normal, but like they are really helped here, you know, kind of thing.
The
Unlike
accessibility.
the
on
accessibility is
trams
like
and
on track and in Indo it's like there are not a lot of facilities for them to help them.
Yes.
So not a lot of people, we don't see that kind of people in Indo, right? So it's kind of hard for them to like be among us kind of thing.
Among us, eh?
And last but not least, you get to meet all sorts of people, meet new people, get new experiences, and also find your new hobbies. Kayak, it's all in all a very good experience.
Yeah.
Kayak after you get through the struggles, kayak you'll learn how to like stay on top of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all like super worth it, right?
Exactly. I think me being in Melbourne for like 3 years, I find so much more hobbies than me being in Indo for like 17 years.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I think I learned more within a year di sini than what I had in my whole 20 years of living.
I feel like I do not regret my choice at all coming here, because I feel like if I choose to stay back in Indo, I wouldn't be the me today. I wouldn't be as independent or as strong as I am today. So
Agree.
yeah.
Yay! So come here, guys.
Come here, we'll be
Come
with
here.
you, okay?
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just hope like everything will go
Oh,
better.
katanya, ya nggak tahu sih bener atau enggak, tapi ya hopefully soon kalau border udah dibuka
Yeah,
untuk
soon.
international student, we'll meet you guys soon.
Yeah, so I think that's all we have for
Can't
today's episode. Thank you so much for like tuning in. Thank you, Fannia, for joining
Thank you
us.
for the opportunity. Thank you.
Okay, so for those of you yang di Spotify, don't forget to follow us. So for those of you yang di YouTube, don't forget to
Comment.
like and
Subscribe. I always wanted to say that. I always wanted to say that, guys.
and also hit the notification bell
so that you'll be notified every time we post a new video.
Yeah, and also follow us on our Instagram at PPIA Monash to stay up to date on our
updates,
Fun stuff.
behind the
stuff,
scenes and any updates about our podcast as well. And that's all we have for today's video. See you in our next podcast. What?